What's going on, guys? Your boy DL Castell, and this is Castell Collects.
Yeah, Castell collects, Castell collects. Yeah, he do unboxings and giveaways. Yeah, let's get to watching what he gets today. Yeah, Castell collects.
All right, we're here now, live in the Dave Cave. We got Dolly here. It's midday. It's a work day, but a statue came in, and Dolly notified me about it. Now, this is a custom piece from a private commissioner. Here's the catch. I'm 99.999% sure this is I don't actually want to say which statue it was I didn't like, but if you watched any of my videos in the past, you know I really didn't like the statue they made. I ended up selling it for a loss. I think I lost like $100. It wasn't the end of the world, but I gave them another shot because I like the concept of this statue here. Now, what's really cool about this is there's only 25 of these statues made, and I got number 2. I wanted to get number 1, but that was for the commissioner, but I got number 2, so I was cool enough with that. So I know they didn't sell out. And I saw the renders online, and I definitely wasn't like, oh my God, this is a must, and this, if I miss this, it's over. No, I was a little disappointed when I saw them in the pictures, so I'm hoping I'm not disappointed when we do it right now. Let's unbox it and see what we got. All right, so I'm not bashing the commissioner because I know they don't have any control over this, but whenever you see tape instead of straps, it's so disappointing. It's almost like the people who make the statue, because again, it's not the commissioner. It's literally coming from another country. This particular company who builds the statues, they just don't care. Now, I hope that's not a sign of what's yet to come, but fingers crossed that it's not, because I'll be really pissed if it is. All right, so here's the start of it. Now, look, I'm disappointed in a few things, which I will certainly show you guys, but I'm not disappointed in the Sentinel hand. This came out awesome. I think this is really, really, really nice. To be honest with you, it might look better than the character. Let's start assembling it and show it. And without showing the name of the company, well, that's it. So it's number 2 of 25. So I'm excited, and let's hope my disappointments aren't as bad as I think they are once we put it together. Let's check it out. It's crazy. I just broke a piece of it off. The magnet fell out and everything. Holy shit. All right, so first off, this is extraordinarily unstable. Let me just try to stabilize this. All right, so as I was taking out of the box, I was becoming disappointed, but now that I've taken it out, it actually looks really good. Now, here's the catch with this particular commissioner. Now, they don't put grave detail in the actual character, but they do make it very elegant and great poses, and they have some really good ideas. The problem is the paint is a little bit shoddy. Now, I get it that some people are better than others. Some people put a little more money into their product. But this one, unfortunately, doesn't have a lot of great detail in the character. But it does give you that good-looking Psylocke that you would hope to look. Now, what's really cool is they give you a ton of changeouts. I decided not to take 2 of the swords or katanas, which they gave me one blank one here, which I think goes in the statue somewhere. They gave you another arm right here, and they also give you a blank arm with nothing in it. I'm not really sure what the purpose of having so freaking many of them are, but I can certainly tell you that, oh wait, never mind, I lied. This one goes here. When you're using the whatever her power is called, that will go in this arm, and then the sword goes here. So that actually found a good place, but you do have 2 other arm change outs, so if you want to have her with 2 katanas, you do that. Really, really silly thing, but like when they ship the katanas and the hands, these are all together as one thing. So it's like, if you don't, I mean, it slides out too. I don't know whose idea that was, but this is literally how it's put in the bubble, in the shipping box. Very silly. I'm sure people that are getting these are breaking these instantly. I just noticed it before I ripped it out. I'm a little bit of a rusher, I guess you could say. But very dumb idea. There was literally no intelligence. This is literally how it comes in the packaging. Big fail on that. A couple little issues. So let's get into it. You have 2 head choices, right? Now, the head sculpt I chose is a much nicer head sculpt. You can see the other side like I have from XM right there. This is kind of the hair that has, but I don't like the facial expression in this at all. I think it really is just not a good look for her. Although it's a very cool looking one, I like the ponytail better. I like the way it sways better. It is really, really, really much nicer. Also, what I noticed is, again, it's just a shipping issue. It's not a statue issue. I don't like how the head and the hair were attached in the shipping box. Again, these are things that can break very easily, And that I don't like at all. The look on her right here is much, much, much nicer. She looks way more elegant, way more devious. It just, this one right here looks like she was going to Saks and Fifth Ave and her husband didn't give her the credit card. Like, this is Felicia. Another little bit of a disappointment, and not the end of the world, is the reactor in the hand is missing. Now, obviously, there's a battle. You can see it's damaged right here. But I would have hoped they would have maybe give us a little razzle-dazzle and pretty much put that inside of it. That would have been a really nice little add-on to it. They didn't do it. They dropped the ball. Not the end of the world. But that's not actually the biggest problem I have with the statue. Let me show you. Now, I took it off of the stand that it was on to kind of give you guys the full 360 of it. But this base is not, I mean, if I lightly tap it, it's going to go down. They did not weigh this out proportionately. And they definitely should have put something on the base to hold it a little bit better. Now, this doesn't take away the fact that the statue is really, really awesome. And I was a little bit nervous on this one, but that is the one thing that is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to create some kind of post, maybe 3D printed, but I mean, the slightest, disruption on this thing is going right down to the ground. But I do think they did a really cool job on everything else, regardless, but they dropped the ball on the safety of this base. Therefore, I can't let my hand go from it because as I'm spinning it and showing you guys, there's a chance I could do serious damage to the statue. Another thing that is kind of disappointing, and whatever you want to call me, I don't care, but you can see the gluteus maximus over here. It's not painted all the way. So the studio that did the work, they just kind of said, hey, we're only going to do so much and then stop. I mean, we're talking full tush caboose. Like, I mean, you don't even need underwear. You just go right to the bathroom. It's no problem. I mean, it's hollow. You can see it right through the crack. Look, it's hollow. There is nothing in between those cheeks whatsoever. So, yeah, call me what you want, but it's clear as day that there is nothing there, and I would say that's a little bit of a disappointment. Something else I really like about the statue is they made her sleek and sexy. Now, again, it's a statue. I get it. But if Psylocke is one of your favorite characters and you watched her in the X-Men movies, that's what she has to be. She has to be sexy. She has to be this weapon of power with the swords and just ready to kick serious ass at any time. And they did that here. They made it a little bit of I don't want to say porn star meets X-Men, but if I bought the wrong X-Men movie, I bought the wrong X-Men movie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I still think they did a really cool job at it. I do like their viewpoint of Psylocke because obviously the artist really likes Psylocke with the way they made her look, but most importantly, they put this together really well. The only downsides are the actual physical structure of it because it could fall at any time, and probably the fact they didn't do enough damage detail on her because she just took down a gigantic sentinel with all the weapons that are inside of it and the way she's standing. I think they could have done a little bit better on that, and that's a little bit of a drawback. All in all, I was counting this company out. I was really saying to myself, these guys are making me nervous. I was watching some of the photos they were dropping on their pages, and I just didn't know how good it was going to be. But I'll tell you what, I'm happy I pulled the trigger and had it come through. I always like to have at least 2 pieces. Dolly literally said to me, why do you need 2 pieces? Why do you need 2 pieces? Dolly, I've got 7 Green Ranger statues. You didn't say anything about that. You didn't say anything about that, did you? Thank you. So anyway, with that being said, I love this character. She's one of my favorite X-Men. One at least 1 or 2. But most importantly, I wanted a custom one because I do like custom commissioners and what they do with their art and their intake of the actual characters. And I think in their own version of it, besides the paint issues, they did it. I think it looks great. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Tell me what you think of this statue. Was this one worth it? Because I think it was. We'll see you on the next one. It's your boy, D.L. Castell, and this was Castell Collects.